Hey guys, how are you? I have a fantastic example of how you can sell products without directly selling. And what's amazing about this one, I can sell products just by my story. I know that sounds weird, but I'm just going to give you an example of how this has happened now over and over and over again. As you may know, I have an Etsy shop. It's called Mike Emberk Designs, and in that shop, I sell electric hurricane lanterns. Right there, it's hanging up right over there. That thing there, it's all lit up in orange. That's a kerosene lantern with an amber colored bulb. This product, I love this product. I love it. It is a fantastic item. I don't know of one person who hasn't liked it yet. I have them all over my house now, so they're a conversation piece. People see them and they just love them. My family has them. My mother's got a few of them, but they are a beautiful product. And when I created it, it was out of just the thought I had. I thought, I always liked kerosene lanterns, and I have an old one that I've always had. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have an electric one in my office? And I went online, and nobody was making them. So I made my own. And then when I needed to make some money and start working from home, that's when I built my shop. Now, as some of you do know, I now work online because of what happened with my job. That in the May of 2012, things went downhill. My former best friend betrayed me. He created a bunch of lies and nonsense, and he sabotaged my job. And that forced me to have to make a change in my life. And that's what led me to starting my Etsy shop. And in that time frame, eventually I lost my job. And then I had to survive. And one of the biggest things that helped me survive were the sales of my lanterns. But the sales were never quite there. So I decided, and I didn't even know this actually, to be honest with you. I did not know this existed. I didn't know the Etsy had an About section. It's a page that when visitors come to your site, they can open it up and read about you and about your shop and how you started it. And I didn't know about that. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna just write the nitty-gritty, dirty story of how I lost my job. And it's not a pleasant story, it's not a good one, but it's how I got here. And so I did that. And ever since I did that, I make sales now because of that story. Because of me, what I went through. And it is amazing. Which means that people may be looking for something like this. Maybe they're looking for a table lamp and they see this. And they're like, what is that about? They go to my site and they're not too sure about it. And I have heard this over and over again from people who email me. That they thought it looked cool, but they didn't know if they really wanted to spend the money. But then they read my story. And once they read my story, they knew they had to have it. And they bought the lantern. And I know this sounds weird. Why would that happen? It's because people don't always buy just the product. They buy the story behind it. People love a good story, and they love it when it's behind the item. Now, I had one person buy the lantern from me and emailed me and said, I went through a rough time, and I read your story, and I went through the same thing you went through. I had a friend who did some horrible things to me, and I love your lantern, but ever since reading your story, I really love your lantern, and I want it, and I want to, and she said that I will be proud to put it up on my mantle, and I will know every time I look at it, I will know that story. And it feels good to know that this money's going to you because of where you came from. And I had another person write to me who said that she was very ill. I actually had numerous people who were very ill write to me and said they read my story and it gave them hope. And that they bought the lantern because it represents something. And just the other day, someone bought the lantern and what they said kind of gave me some chills. They said, I've been extremely ill lately, and now I'm moving to another part of the country, and I'm having the lantern shipped there, but I want you to know that, I'm buying this lantern, and I read your story, and it's a great story, and I hope that this lantern will light my way, the way it is lit your way. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. And I never thought about it that way. But that's true. You know, no matter what happens to me online in this business, and no matter where I go or where my success takes me, it all started with these. These things here have literally lit my way. Really is amazing. So that person bought that lantern, and it will be displayed in front of them, giving them hope every day. I didn't have to directly sell it. My story did the selling. And my story wasn't selling hurricane lanterns. It was selling them on my life, on my struggles, why I ended up where I was. That's amazing. And that's how you can make sales without directly selling. And you could do it in any business. Any business. A good story works. So if you have a story to tell, and it doesn't have to be a bad story like mine, but how did you get there? Why are you here? Where did you come from? What's your story? You know, what's your background? Tell your story. Make it part of what you do. And that will sell your products. It does. It works. Absolutely works. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thank you for watching the video. Click on the big red button to become a subscriber of my YouTube channel. And then click on the left side to go to my website. It's jam-packed with fantastic content and access to the very money-making opportunities I do every day.
You suck!
Shut it, Granny.
Bite my ass!